Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo August 6, 2022. You can use the power of words to attract and connect today. Transits favor being forthright and honest in your dealings with sensitivity. Attempts to reach out to someone can be very successful. It can also be a good time to connect with interesting people or news. Things are tying together nicely today, and you can feel pleasantly motivated. You have more confidence and desire to take action, and it's an excellent time for getting the word out if you are working on something special. You want to come out on top, beat a personal best, and pursue your desires and interests. There is a strong desire to be the one to take the initiative so that independent work or projects are favored now. Updates and upgrades to your tech or your image and appearance can be in the offing. You might be a little more courageous with your style or look. People are attracted to your wit and also your independence and originality today. The stars are spinning in such a heavenly dance today and tomorrow. Your planetary ruler, Venus, will sprinkle her blessings over you like you're a sugary, frosted cake ready for the perfect person to take a bite. As our goddess planet of love and beauty links to electric Uranus today, now housed within your solar first house of identity, you could have sudden, surprising news in regards to love. In fact, with your solar third house of communication also lit up, this could be a message you send out of thin air or receive unexpectedly that inflames your heart and loins. Stand out in a professional setting today. Do not be surprised if you unexpectedly come out as the star of the show when Venus in Cancer sextiles Mars, Uranus, and the North Node in Taurus. Your immediate work community might make it known how much they value your input and even your leadership skills in the workplace. Asserting yourself as someone to take note of can pay off, especially if you are incredibly real with your coworkers. Being authentic will never fail in a professional setting, as others will value who you are as their colleague. Unexpected changes in plans for travel might prove a little disconcerting today. Airline and hotel reservations may have to be changed, the people you'll be seeing may have to be contacted, alternative plans might have to be made. There's not much point in agonizing over this, as it's all beyond your control. Upsetting everyone around you is useless. Just pitch in, do what has to be done, and look forward to your trip. In your private life, you feel like you're walking through a minefield. One false move and there will be an explosion. This will really put you to the test. Don't let others blame you for everything, sometimes they are at fault too. Remember to be open for other points of view when it comes to solving problems. Reconciling both is a difficult, but not impossible task. You need to know a whole lot more about your latest crush before you can even think about making a move. Gather up your resources and get to sleuthing. It's not stalking, after all, or is it? If a lot of new things happen and not all appear positive at first, be prepared for subsequent surprises. Accepting disruption or changes in your love life, you approach matters in a self-assured and positive way, even if it does not follow your ideal plan. Allow for plenty of improvement and progress in your love life. The tremendous energy you may be experiencing today could delude you into thinking you can reach unattainable goals too soon. Try to harness some of that steam and put some interim goals on your life chart so as not to be frustrated. Be gentle with yourself. It takes time to drop 10 pounds even though it seems they came on effortlessly. If you are going to improve your body, your home, and your life, you will have to set some priorities. You can do it. Just calm down a little. Trust in your abilities to handle changes in your financial security. The overall need for a strong sense of security is common under an influence, however, so is the tendency to worry needlessly. You undoubtedly know that to live means experiencing constant change, and you have handled this your entire life. You really do have the skills to handle whatever comes your way in your monetary situation, as well as anywhere else. Trust in your strengths and skills. What makes the timing of the moon's monthly visit to your communication sector so important is not just its friendly aspect to both planets in your relationship sector or to the planet of love. What is significant is that it comes just days after Mercury, the planet of communications returned to Virgo, something that puts a lot more focus on communication but over the coming weeks also on a balance between your personal and relationship needs. This is a chance to start on the right foot. Having the moon in your communication sector during Mercury, the planet of communications early days in Virgo, is doubling the communication support but a friendly aspect to Venus, the planet of love, and to planets in your relationship sector is channeling this into where you need it most. It is your relationships that are the early winners in this new communication push. Our eyes in the sky. The Libra moon squares Venus and Pluto today, and, unfortunately, this can throw a monkey wrench into your day and create all sorts of unwelcome stress. Try to wake up a bit earlier to compensate for any traffic, power outages, or unexpected time eaters you might encounter today. This energy will be extra potent because planets form a T-square with the moon and additional frustrations might develop. This aspect can make us feel more emotional than usual, like we're not in control of the situation. Harsh aspects like this can throw our lives into chaos, and with sensitivity heightened, things could get very overwhelming very quickly. Try not to take things personally today. There's a lot of stress in the air, and your ego could take a serious hit if you're not mindful. Focus on your breath and remember your self-worth to help get through the aggravating parts of the day. Luckily, as evening rolls in and the moon forms a pleasant aspect to Mercury, the erratic energy dissipates, giving us a chance to reset emotionally. Use this energy to get a bit active, blow off some steam and raise your energy level. In the early morning, the moon enters Scorpio, ending its void of course which began late last night. Over the next 2 days, we are thrown into the deep end of the emotional pool. Yet, we have a choice in how to work with this energy. We can dive down and get familiar with the interior dimensions of our own psyche. We can also tap into our intuitive senses to gain clarity without succumbing to overwhelm. Any awareness we've been seeking to suppress will now come out to play. We can't avoid our feelings. Buried self-knowing will inevitably present itself at an inopportune time in our work or relationships. The moon will also contact its own south node at this time, threatening to suck us back into past behaviors that are counterproductive to our evolution. If you are struggling to manage your feelings, know you are not alone. If you need to, reach out to others who have demonstrated an ability to hold space for your vulnerability. Following this, the moon sextiles Mercury in Virgo, helping us to analyze the contents of our subconscious minds. This is a good time to sit with and process uncomfortable feelings. We can make sense of complicated memories and assess how our psychological patterns have developed. It also becomes easier to scrap coping mechanisms that aren't earning us desired results. Although we're not in an especially social headspace, this can be a valuable influence to discuss breakthroughs with those who know us well, or perhaps a trusted advisor. A spiritual mentor or therapist can, rather than providing us with answers, ask the correct questions so we come to conclusions on our own.